Virginity is the best gift a girl can give to her future husband.
Excuse me. It's just a social construct.
Hi everybody, my name is Meryl and I'm the co-founder for Apogee Collective. At Apogee Collective, we have two sexual wellness brands, Gen V and Hedonist.
Hi everyone, I'm Jacqueline and I'm also the co-founder for Apogee Collective and the in-house pleasure wellness coach.
How has your childhood shaped you to where you are today?
I've been very blessed that I came from a family that has a very liberal upbringing. So it kind of gave me a lot of space to be myself and pursue what I want to do. But at the same time, I came from a family which never ever talked about sex.
Growing up in an Asian culture, I guess talking about the birds and the bees is just nothing, right? So navigating it has always been really confusing, and I've always been the really curious kid growing up. Yeah, I think what we've built for ourselves right now is things that we never got. Today we're going to be talking about why we started out our sex toy company in Singapore.
Scissors, paper, stone. Scissors, paper, stone.
So winner start on.
Winner start.
How has your childhood impacted the way you view sex and toys that aid pleasure? Actually a lot, because the fact that I didn't grow up with a lot of, I guess, like support, wanting a little bit more out of just, like sex and pleasure, like wanting a little bit more about it, like talking about it among friends. It's just very different in the Asian culture. Like, a lot of them are very conservative. Made me feel like I was very different from everyone else. How women should act, especially to receive pleasure. A lot of moaning, a lot of excitement, but actually that's not what you really get in reality. A lot of other things go into the works, and I think that's something that came to me as a surprise.
No, oops.
I think you're obviously a noob. You never...
I told you I haven't played this before. What were your friends and family's reactions when you started your business? I think my friends knew about my business first. I think most of them tend to be very supportive. They'd be like, oh my god, what a crazy idea. But like, finally someone is having this conversation. Family-wise was really, really funny because I found out that my mom knew about it when I realized that she followed my Instagram page for the sex toys business. My dad gets very exciting because actually last year I came out on like CNA as a news article and it went quite viral. It was just really funny because I thought that if my mom knows, my mom would tell my dad. But my mom didn't tell. So like when the news article came out, my dad's colleagues were the one who actually asked my dad, is that your daughter on the newspaper? But my dad has been like super duper supportive. So even when I do pop-up events for work, any of
that's
like
always
markets,
the first to go in and like, oh, can I help you fix this? Can I help you fix this?
Do you need a van? You need to carry this? Actually, my friend also want to buy. Got promotion or not?
I come from a pretty Christian religious background. When I was going to come out to my mom, I was just so nervous. I prepared like a whole speech, 1,000 things to say the right way to her about sexual wellness, how masturbation is all good and with health benefits. But in the end, it was so sweet because my mom was like, I may not sign up and subscribe to it, I may not understand it fully, but as long as your husband is happy, as long as you're happy with it, you're an adult, you make your own decisions. And I think that was really comforting for me. Okay, it says, my partner is my guinea pig for my business, always trying new things. Yes, that's pretty much true. Whenever we are product sourcing for the item that we want, all of us is like, all vulva owners are all hands or all vulvas on deck. I mean, our partners are no complaints there, I guess. And for us vulva owners, we love it.
Yeah.
For the penis owners also, who are like, for my husband, also, it's a bonus for him.
Yeah, got the hang of it. Virginity is the best gift a girl can give to her future husband.
Excuse me. It's just a social construct.
It's a social construct, and I think that's really what we believe. It's like there's a whole value that people put towards like your hymen has to break, the girl has to bleed in the first time that you have sex. It's really just a social
It is not a hygiene seal. Let's just put it that way. It's not a hygiene seal,
That's a very
okay?
good
It's
way
not
to
like you
put it.
poke the hole in it already and it will never like go back into its original form. Imagine there's a thin sheet of plastic, right? And it stretches, it might tear, right? It might cause a little bit of bleeding, but it's not the end of the world. It's not a seal of
Yep.
approval. So for whoever that still has that idea in your head,
Yeah.
please take it out right now. What is something you have internalized as a child that affected you as an adult? I guess I was always more sexually curious as a female compared to most of my female friends. I had one ex that even literally went up to his other guy friend and was like, oh, does your girlfriend even ask for all these kind of thing? Like, it felt like there was something wrong with me for
That's
asking
very
for
interesting.
more. You know, because a lot of assumptions were just like, oh, the guys are the one that usually want more out of the girl, right?
Yeah.
But to be honest, I don't think I was asking for a lot. I wasn't like some nymphomaniac, you know? Like, I felt like it was pretty normal, but as a teenager with hormones and raging and everything, like
No, but I think it's good, no?
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of women, like I think also for me, myself, like I struggled to communicate what I want. It's great that you are actually already very naturally empowered in the bedroom.
And then I think until my early 30s when I met my husband now, back then we were dating, he had a very different perspective of what pleasure was, especially for a female to enjoy. And it was kind of like, huh? Like, okay, like you understand that too. And that gave me that safety and trust to really be who I am.
You
No, I don't answer this. This is the...
I also don't want this. Draw your ideal sex education poster. Would you like to help me since you're... Do you know that she was an art teacher last time?
No, you don't kind of throw back the question at me. But what
I
was the
barely
question?
even passed art. The question was draw your ideal sex education poster.
Oh my god, I know which one to draw.
Please save me.
5 minutes later.
Probably not the most accurate, but can you guess what this is?
Any guesses? No? Dinosaur?
So this is actually your clitoris. A lot of people think that it's just that small little nub that you see on the outside of your vulva, but it goes on quite large on the inside too. Without this, you won't actually experience the full fledged of pleasure. Women actually do get a lot more frequent orgasms through stimulating the clit. Yeah, this little lovely dinosaur, as you said, is actually what it goes on behind the scene. He looks really confused. He's like, what?
Meet our new friend, which is called your clit.
Yeah, repeat after me. Say clit.
In 30 seconds, do an elevator pitch on why we should purchase one of your sex toys.
Oh, stress. Which one you want? We got the phallic looking one. Is it like can pass R21, or you want a rabbit looking one that doesn't look like a sex toy?
Why get a rose for your girlfriend when the rose doesn't last, right? Here we have a sex toy. There's a rose that will last forever, has 180 days warranty, can return in 14 days, and can give you orgasms for life, which makes you happy. And orgasms has what benefits?
Makes you have glowy skin.
Glowy skin like hers. There you go.
Oh yay! Hershey's chocolate!
You need help? Oh! Of all the balls, you got so excited for the Hershey's chocolate.
Sorry!
Sex toys are for people whose partners can't give them what they want. Not true. So not true. At least for my own personal experience, my partner was the one who gave me my sex toys, my first sex toy at least. And I was the one who was actually a little bit, how do I say, shy about it, because I was like, oh, you know, sex is going well, what are you trying to hint towards? You know, like, why do we need a sex toy? But it was great after we tried our first sex toy. I think we were in quite a long relationship. As like anything else in life, things that you do for a few years, few times, you're gonna get bored, right? So I think sex toys can just come in as a tool to just spice things up.
Plus, if you're like me, if you want to have more than one orgasm, The two ladies must have discussed their relationship and bedroom stories in detail. Actually,
Not really,
don't
no.
really discuss in detail.
Not say in
though.
detail. I think the things that we discuss in detail is more that when we buy sample toys,
Yeah.
and then we already know like this is the weekend that she's gonna go back with a few sample toys. She's gonna have a good time. So
Yeah.
usually the first thing when we come back on Monday meetings, will be like, "How was your weekend?" And I still remember there's this toy that she really likes. It's like the way she describes her toys are really
Yeah, well, like my soul left my body.
yes.
is
I
it?
know. What is your most embarrassing sex story? I guess it's when, okay, shit happens sometimes, right?
You mean, that one happened?
Sorry, I didn't mean that shit happens. I mean in general.
You're on camera, you know.
So I think that was basically just that one time, when you already use a condom, but sometimes the condom like slips out without me even knowing. It's accident, it's not like the guy took it out. And then after that, we'll be like, shit, where is the condom? And then you're just trying to find where is the condom inside. It's just like a nightmare.
Oh, you mean it went in?
It just disappeared, yeah. So it went in and it got lost there. I know, right? So I went to the university clinic, and then the doctor is gonna like look at me like top to toe, and I'll be like, why? Why are you doing that morning after puke? It's like, what happened? Why you never use your condom?
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Stop judging me, doctor. At least I'm getting some. You should have said
Yep, that's it.
Have you ever experimented with adventurous things in the bedroom for your business? Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Depends on what scale are you looking at adventurous though. I think when trying out one of the toys, my husband suggested this time that we can try, we actually, it was not even something I thought about. It was just something like he just put it in the bedroom, which is our full-length mirror, and it was like facing us while we were playing together, and that was pretty hot.
I'm never ever gonna look at the mirror the same way when I go to your house.
What is the aim of starting this business? The aim is so that I get to talk about sex without feeling judged.
So that you can find your own people and your own community as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think for me especially also, it's just that I want people to just be free to be who they are.
Yeah.
Whether it's like sex, pleasure, just more of like liberating yourself to be who you really want and not fall under this invincible societal taboos and norms of how things should be.
Yeah.
And I realized that once I really started this business, right, even just mentioning that, hey, I'm actually venturing into this, so many people actually like that I've never spoken to reach out to me to share their problems. It's
you become
very
the
wide-ranging.
agony of
Exactly,
sex.
I become the agony, even though I'm really like also like exploring and learning in that phase. But then I realized that even when I meet like some of our customers and I meet people, it's like, how come you are so empowered to talk about sex? They always mention that in their circle of friends, there always that one person there who had the courage to initiate a sex topic. And it's always that one person that led the whole clique to become empowered to talk about sex.
Creating this business has always been wanting to be the elder sister figure to someone else who may be navigating this on their own and just feeling like they don't know who else to talk to. So they ask us a lot of questions, right? Outside of just the sex toys. And we just come in and just give them advice, like just personal advice as a sister kind of sisterly way.
How was the experience?
Fun.
It's crazy.
I think it also just reinforces like why we do what we do, because I think sometimes, especially when work gets so busy, it's nice to play these games, just to like recap. It's like, why do we really want to start?
Exactly. Thanks for watching For Real For Real.
If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!